Hello, and thank you very much for having me today. In the next 8 minutes, I will show you how we can turn Ecuador motor claims from a tedious manual process into a less than 3 minutes review for clean cases with full explainability and policy-driven controls. My name is Frédéric Brunner. I'm a freelance software engineer. I've spent 15 years transforming claims operation. And today I'm here with a working solution built on your sample data. So from the 25 claims that you shared, adjusters review about 8 documents per claims: FNOL, driver's license, police reports, tracker logs, customer ID, policy details. They cross-check across about 5 systems for consistency, compliance, and simple acts of management. It is slow, variable, and audit intensive. I propose to simplify this process by using an agent fully integrated with your business unit's ecosystem. For this demo, I have assumed connectors to the policy system, claim system, sanction screening, document generation, and vehicle data. These are the services that you see here, the tools here, and the tools at the bottom. And the agent utilizes the documents in the context and follows instructions to break it down into simple tasks executed automatically. Now let's see how this works. So here you can see these are the instructions of the model. So I wanted to show that for maintainability that this is completely human readable. This instruction block is what we use for this use case. It's actually written in plain English, not opaque code. So it can be shared with your team, can be discussed with your team, we can all work together on it. So you can see I'm telling the LLM to act as a junior claims agent for Zurich Insurance, to review a motor claims against a policy written by Zurich. Then it opens a claim using a tool that asks for data extraction of the key data points that we need, validates the claims information according to rules that are written below, validate coverage, estimate the loss, under certain approved policy reserve the claim, under certain conditions pay the claim, and then auto close the claim again against policies that have to be applied by Zurich. Then drive a communication to the customer, create a report in plain English, and then execution is complete. Here below, you can see exactly what validation rules are applied, again in plain English. So all the expected documents must be present in the context, list of documents. FNOL data points that must match the policy reports. The driver's license must be active. The car ID must be active, etc., etc. So now let's look at the report that this agent produces. So here you got the title of the document, you got a claim summary, we got an executive summary where the text explaining basically, if you don't have the time to read the whole report, all the stakeholders that are involved, then all the events that are reported in the context, a document checklist, then the claims validation and the rules that have been applied to validate the claim. Then the coverage validation rules, including here you see the loss occurred within the policy period and territory. And then how the loss was estimated and the calculus that's been made to determine the deductibles. And then the clear log of all the actions that have been taken by the agents. And then you can see communications and the rules that have been applied. The idea is that the agent here auto-closed the claim because it met what I assumed to be the Zurich-defined criteria. And every field, every decision is evidence linked. So now, what happens when something is wrong, something's off? So I'm going to show you another report, and here you see the recommended outcome from the agent is to decline the claim. So what happened there is that it carried on with the entire regular process, but see here the sanction screening failed for insured, and so therefore the agent provided the same the reason why the claim was declined, because the sanctions screening failed. So that's the idea, when there's something wrong, the agent holds and explains why, and then and then request a human decision, and hopefully will should provide a reason code here that haven't implemented yet, but that's the idea. And then your experts can handle only exceptions while the machine handles the routine. So the results so far are that for all 25 claims sampled, the agent was able to produce a complete pack on all 25 cases and executed checks without manual help. The early evaluation that I ran show that on 5 key data points, we got more than 90% accuracy for data extraction, and for decision accuracy, which is end-to-end decision, for this sample, we got 95% decision accuracy. I'd like to have a decision accuracy all the way through. This is here only end-to-end. But that's the idea. The core principle that we should have is this: if there's no source for the decision, if we cannot trace it to a source data, then we shouldn't be taking any action. Um, so for the pilot, we'll formalize gold labels, making sure that we know what good looks like, acceptance thresholds, and we'll have an evaluation dashboard when can see precisely how the agent is behaving. So uh, now, what would be the impact? So basically, in Latin America, motor claims often takes between 1 and 2 hours per case. With policy constraint automation, if we target about 20 minutes to 40 minutes saved per claim, and about 15 to 30% of clean claims as auto-close candidates, with an assumption of 1,500 claims per month, that would be about between 650 hours to 1,600 hours saved monthly with full traceability. So together with your team's expertise, I'm confident that we can deliver a working solution for this prototype in 12 weeks. And here's how I'd love to structure the pilot. So week 1 and 2, we'll run implementation workshops, define objectives and governance. Week 3 to 4, we'll implement a read-only pipeline on live data, generate usable case packs, and collect feedback. Week 5 to 8, policy and claims integration, testing, threshold sets, and then dry runs and deployments. Um, for security and compliance, the data stays on your clouds and everything will be versioned, including prompts and policies. And there will be an immutable audit trail. Again, no source, no action. So my ask for you is to approve a 12 weeks pilot, name a sponsor, name a claims SME, and an IT API contacts. And by week 12, you will have 100 claims processed and a clear read on what the return on investment would be. All right, thank you very much. Are there any questions?